Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. As the US president talked about a meeting with a senior Chinese official, his own press secretary interrupted him. US President Joe Biden was mid-sentence during a news conference on Sunday when White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre unexpectedly halted it. The president was rambling about the Third World and his conversation with Chinese Premier Li Qiang. While visiting Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, Biden fielded several scheduled questions from the media before announcing that he was going to bed. However, Biden continued to respond to questions, discussing topics like his conversation with Li at the G20 conference on Saturday in India. It wasn't at all confrontational, according to Biden. We discussed how to ensure that people in the developing world, namely those in the Southern Hemisphere, have access to changing. This concludes the present press conference, Jean-Pierre said as Biden muttered. Biden tried to respond to another question before he turned around and left the platform. The president is generally given cue cards and instructions on which journalists to approach for questions during Biden's press conferences, which are typically carefully controlled by his staff. Biden still occasionally leaves the stage in the middle of a statement, frequently looking lost and being led by his aides. A recent Wall Street Journal poll found that 60% of voters and 73% of all voters believe that Biden, who is 80 years old, lacks the mental competence to be president. Democrats are becoming more worried about the president's health as well, despite the fact that Republicans have regularly criticized Biden for his apparent cognitive impairment. In a June poll conducted by NBC News, 43% of Democrats said that they were concerned about Joe Biden's health, up from 21% in 2020. Biden's visit to Vietnam coincided with U.S. efforts to deepen relations with more Asian countries in an effort to fend against Chinese dominance in the region. A bilateral trade and investment agreement, which includes measures to advance semiconductor production and research in Vietnam, was announced on Sunday by Biden and the General Secretary of that country, Nguyen Phu Trong. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.